Hey everybody, Dr. K here, or Dr. Xtreme, and welcome to the third part of this video series, Fat Destruction and Exercise Demonstration. Today I'm going to be showing you how to incorporate the Triple M method for fat loss into your heart rate spiker mini set. Remember, these heart rate spiker mini sets take all of about 3 minutes, and they need to be incorporated into your mornings and your evenings. But I've gone even beyond that, as you probably read about in the email already. But if you haven't seen it, or if you're not signed up to my newsletter, send an email to drkareem@getresponse.com. That's drkareem@getresponse.com, so you can get added to my newsletter and start receiving all of this information. But I'm going to be giving you the Fat Loss Superhero Blueprint. This is an exact step-by-step process that I would personally use if I were doing the extreme fat loss diet. Everything I would do, from goal setting to how I would modify the diet to my heart rate spiker mini sets and how they would change day to day, everything. I'm going to give it to you. Before we get to all this though, I want to just show you, this is a beautiful field. I'm really glad to bring you out here. I think you've been here with me before. I like to be in front of goals. It kind of reminds me I have to hit my goal. It's just, I don't know, that sort of like mental trigger makes a difference for me. I believe a lot in mindset. I put a huge smile on my face whenever I work out, so I get myself in a positive mood. A positive mood that can actually allow for me to want to seek change over and over and over again. So the first part of this exercise program is smile as big and goofy as you can for 60 seconds straight. I know it sounds nuts, but watch. You're going to get an endorphin release. You're going to feel positive, and you're going to start having positive association with your exercise program. Now, as you recall, the Triple M method for fat loss is motor learning, multiplanar movement, and muscle balancing. So we're going to incorporate all three today. First and foremost, though, we're going to be taking a look at motor learning. Now, motor learning is going to happen because we're going to do a slow rep, a medium pace rep, and a fast rep to start every set before we hit full speed. The reason we're going to do this is to train as much neurological signal to our muscle as possible, enhance motor unit recruitment, and then pull from our muscles on each and every repetition to get the maximal exertion possible. Secondly, we talked about muscle balancing. Well, we're really not going to work in a single dimension, and we're also going to be working equal and opposite muscles in our body. Therefore, we're not training just lower body or just upper body or just front of body or just back. We're actually going to be training all sides, because muscle balancing is important if you don't want your metabolism to plateau or your joints to break down. And then finally, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into multiplanar movement, meaning that we're moving, I think I said multiplanar movement, didn't I? No, multiplanar movement. So we're going to move side to side, forward, backwards, and with rotation. What are you going to do? Brain farts happen to the best of us, right? So side to side, forward, backwards, and with rotation. So that's important because, well, we live in a 3D world, and unless we can learn how to exercise in any environment, we're truly not preparing ourselves for what's to come. And with multiplanar movement, we naturally are going to get an enhanced fat loss result. So the first exercise today is going to be side step squat. What I'd like you to do is start feet together, knees together, step over nice and wide, toes pointed forward, squat down and back nice and slowly. From the down position, lift this leg and stand through this glute. Now as you come back through, same exact concept. This is rep 1, nice and slow, rep 2, medium, and then rep 3, nice and fast. That's your first rep that counts, and we're going to go for 15 repetitions before you drop down and you end up into your star burst. Now in the star burst, we're going to get into crouch position, knees together, hands together, elbows together, and we're coming up onto our toes nice and slowly, medium, and then fast. 15 reps starting right there, making sure that we're actually allowing as much extension as possible on each and every repetition. Forcing a balanced reaction, that's important. Third, we're going to be hitting the rotational burpee or squat thrust, depending on whether or not you have enough strength to do the push-up. You're going to see me do this with an explosive component, but there's nothing wrong with you just stepping your hands over instead. So I'm going to go down, out, spread them, back. In the push-up position, I'm going to burst and rotate, come back up, and repeat. Rep 1, nice and slow. Rep 2, medium. Rep 3 is my first full rep, and that's going to be a full sprint. Now, as I said, you can actually rotate your hands across instead if you'd like to. So that would just be going like this, and if I couldn't do the push-up, that'd be fine. If I could, I'd do the push-up here and then stand up. So again, that's the most complicated one. Let's go over it piece by piece. I want you to get down into a crouch position, donkey kick out, spread your legs, keeping your core tight, bring them back together, push up, rotate like a leapfrog push-up, come back up. 15 repetitions there. Repeat the entire set 3 times and watch your fat melt right off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. K, or Dr. Xtreme. It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you today. Enjoy this sunset, this beautiful field, and introduce you to something that will change your life in 25 days. It's crazy. The Fat Loss Superhero Blueprint will complete the puzzle. I want you to be a part of this. I want you to order through my link. I want to help you. Have a great day.